Hey everybody, this is Will, and in this video I want to share one of my favorite pieces of gear that I've added into all of my iConnectivity setups that's allowed me to work faster and to be infinitely expandable. Now this is a pro tip, so please don't share this with anyone, but if you're down to learn this tip and improve your setups, I'll share it with you if you're cool. Okay, ready? Again, please don't share this just between friends. Now, there's one piece of gear that I've added to all of my setups going forward now, and I've used this on a few different tours and working with a few different artists and have had tons and tons of success. And it's a really inexpensive piece of gear, and that is to add in a network switch. Now, if you've never seen a network switch before, there's lots of different brands. This is what's called an unmanaged network switch, which means there's no configuration needed. And it simply means I can just connect Ethernet cables into this switch so that everything is networked together. Now, it's real easy to see that and get overwhelmed and think, well, I'm not an IT person. I don't know anything about IT, but it's dead simple. I want to show you how simple and easy this is to use. So I've got this particular one here, Netgear GS308. Again, any unmanaged network switch will work. And I want to show you how I use this. So first, I'm going to connect this Ethernet cable, which is internet here in the studio, so that all my devices connected to this will receive internet. Now, you don't have to use internet, but if you show up to the venue and they have a local line there, Ethernet line you can connect, great. That's perfect. Okay. Then what I do is I connect all of my devices via Ethernet to the network switch as well. So first, on the back of the PlayAudio 1U, I've got an Ethernet cable coming out. Let me flip this around so I can actually show you this. We'll just flip it upside down. So there's our R2P port. Okay, and what I'm going to do is connect this into my network switch. So it doesn't matter what order. This is, again, unmanaged, so we're just going to start getting connected. Here's computer A. Okay, we're going to get this connected into our computer as well. And let me plug this in over on my computer side so that the Ethernet connection is there. And then let's go to computer B. I've got this cable connected to my computer as well. We'll plug that in. Okay, and then again, let's connect it to our computer. Okay, so at this point, I've got all of my devices I'm using on stage connected to my network switch. Computer A, computer B, and my PlayAudio 1U. Now, what this gives me is it gives me some superpowers. Now, there's things that I'm not going to talk about in this video that I use this for so that I can remote screen share and control my computers off stage and treat them as a playback server so that I can keep my files in sync even without internet between my playback computers. Again, not going to talk about those in this video, but I want to show you some of my favorite tips and tricks with using the PlayAudio 1U. And now that we have this network switch in line, what we can do. The first thing is I can jump over to either one of my computers and I can open Auracle for X series and I can go in and make configurations happen to my computer. And the beauty of this is even if I were to disconnect, for example, let's disconnect my B computer and I'm going to go over to my B computer and I'm going to open up Auracle for X series here. Okay, so let's show you that on the screen. There's Auracle for X series. It's not connected via this cable. Again, I'll show you, I killed that cable, but we are connected via Ethernet. So let's close Auracle and let's reopen it. And I want to show you the power of what I'll now see with my interface disconnected from my computer, but connected to my computer via Ethernet. Oh, it popped up. How in the world did it pop up? Well, if I click this little I here, you'll see that I'm connected via RTP. So this is super helpful because any computer that I plug in that has Auracle for X series open, I can open up and view my interface. I can make configurations happen on my interface without having to be right at the interface. And this really helps if my playback rig, for example, is sitting on stage near the drummer and I'm stage left and I need to make some configurations happen. I can do that remotely. So for example, one of my favorite things to do is hit reboot device and turn my device on and off. I can do all that again from any computer that's connected to my PlayAudio 1U to my network switch, which is really, really great. Now, here's the thing that I really, really like. What I've discovered with live production is nothing is going to stay like you expected, right? Things will change. The only thing that's not going to change is the fact that things will change, or you can bank and bet on that. So what I often find myself in is in situations where people say, hey, is it possible that we can keep the playback rig stage left and do like a satellite remote control? Or, hey, can you send MIDI program changes from your Ableton rig to my rig on stage? And because I get asked that question all the time, and because I always have a network switch in line in my playback setups going forward, I also then end up carrying a mioXM with me for every gig that I go on and a Ethernet cable. So for example, I have a 30-foot Ethernet cable here. And so in those situations and scenarios where people say, hey, could you send me MIDI from your playback rig? I can really quickly connect this long Ethernet cable, plug it into my mioXM. Okay, so there it is. Let's make this Ethernet connection here. And then I can go out of my mioXM to maybe their quad cortex, to their Helix, whatever kind of MIDI controller that they're using. And because this is connected via Ethernet, I'm just going to set this off to the side. Check out what happened over in Auracle. I instantly can see this mioXM. It's already named remote control. It's ready to go for remote control. But because I have that network switch in line, I can instantly configure it. I can make all my settings happen. And I can do that again from any computer that's connected to the network that has Auracle for X Series open. It's an insanely powerful tool that allows me to work quickly and allows the answer to every question to be yes when I'm on a gig. So if you want to add superpowers to your iConnectivity rig, I would suggest buying an unmanaged network switch, couple Ethernet cables that you can have everything connected together. That allows you to really quickly add that mioXM to get access to your gig, to your rig from any computer that's connected to that network switch, and can really truly give you superpowers. But again, it's just a secret between friends, so please don't share that with anyone else. Now, if you want to get some other secrets, click the link in the description of this video. That's why I'm talking quiet, to check out our knowledge base, to see some of the other support articles that we have there. And if you can't find the answer to your question there, then you can submit a support ticket and our support team will be more than happy to help you. Thanks so much for watching. And again, don't share with anyone, but I'll see you on the next one.